Hey up, it's Nick here. Um, I'm doing a video channel because my girlfriend's friend suggested I did one for all my ramblings and stuff. So for my first video, I'm going to be reviewing the new Last Shadow Puppets album, Everything You've Come to Expect. So this album was released last Friday on the 1st of April. So I've had a bit of time to digest it, and I'm really liking it. I was a bit worried about this album because I wasn't too sure about the lead single Bad Habits, um, but I was pleased to see that that song in no ways characterises this album. Um, the whole album's quite Alex Turner led, which is more to my taste as well, I think. Um, so yeah, I'm really pleased with this album. I'm really enjoying listening to it. I'm gonna go through each song track by track on what I think. So first off, you've got Aviation. This was another single. This was the second single to be released before the album was released. Um, I really like this song. It's a great opener. Um, it's got this really cool guitar riff which goes like throughout the whole song. Um, yeah, really good lyrics. I think it's Miles Kane. Like, it's the best song as with Miles Kane as the lead vocalist. I think it's definitely his best song where he sings. I really like the lyrics where he goes, "Where do you want it? It's your decision, honey. My planet or yours." I give this song an 8. Although I'm not too sure that it should necessarily have been a single, but definitely a great song nonetheless. Next up, you've got Miracle Aligner. Once I heard this song, I knew the album was going to be good. All my concerns were dissolved really. It's a really great poppy song. This should definitely be a single off the album. Um, really great poppy song. Alex Turner just swoons you with this song. Um, Absolutely amazing. I really like the lyrics where he goes, "All of our exchanges are by candlelight. I've just realised." I'd give this song a 9. Next up, you've got Dracula Teeth. I really like this song as well. It immediately grabbed my attention, and it pays like homage to Humbug in some ways. Like it's quite dark in some ways, but in like a really good way. Yeah, I really like this song. It's short and sweet as well. I think it's the shortest song on the album. Um, I really like when he rhymes threatening behaviour with enthusiasm, paraphernalia. I'll give that song a 9. Next up, you've got Everything You've Come to Expect. Um, this is probably the most experimental song on the whole album. When I first heard it, because it was released before the album as like a promotional release, and I liked it, but I think it makes a lot more a lot more sense in the context of the album. Um, and the lyrics are like quite nonsensical, but also like really quite cool. My personal favourites are I like the phrase apocalyptic lipstick. Um, I also like it when Alex Turner sings hotel room, holy Bible, hotel room, free love revival. Yeah, really good song, really interesting song. I'd give that song an 8. Next up, you've got The Element of Surprise. This is another great little pop song. Absolutely love this one. It also grabs your attention immediately. I instantly like this song. Um, I really like it when he sings. It feels like your entrance just caused the temperature to rise. I give this song a 9. Love it. Next up, you've got Bad Habits, or as I like to call it, Sick Puppy. Um, the thing about this song, like musically, the guitar and the strings and everything, it's all really good. But I just can't stomach Miles Kane's lyrics and his delivery. You know, um, I think when Alex Turner says, some, you know, suggestive lyrics, it kind of works because it sounds quite romantic when even in like Miracle Liner when he's singing, to the woman to get down on her knees again. It sounds kind of romantic in some weird way when Alex Turner does it. But Miles Kane just comes off sleazy. And I mean, the lyrics in general are just really bad in this song. But I'm sure it might be quite good live. It's quite a rocky song. Like the chorus is really good. If you ignore the lyrics, I suppose it's quite a good song, but the lyrics just ruin it for me, to be honest. So yeah, I'd give that song a 6. Next up, you got Sweet Dreams TN, or Sweet Dreams Tennessee. I really like this song. Now I've heard it a lot of times. I think at first I wasn't too sure about this song, but for me, this song embodies like Alex Turner's transformation from Sheffield shy boy to LA crooner, and he pulls it off. Fair play to him. This song just builds and builds and builds, and then you've got just the final bit, just the amazing climax at the end where he just sings, "You're the first day of spring with a septum piercing, Little Miss Sweet Dreams, Tennessee." I give this song a 9. Absolutely love this song. I think it paves the way for what Alex Turner is going to do in the future as well. Next up, you got the cool little song, "Used to Be My Girl." It's just a cool, the lyrics really rhyme quite nicely in this song. I really like it when he sings, "I'm a phony, I'm a fake, a fraud, a snake." I'd give this song a 7 or an 8. And I feel like "Used to Be My Girl" and then the next song, "She Does the Woods," they're both like paired together and also a kind of humbug theme going on there. So they both work really nicely together. "She Does the Woods" is an awesome little song. The way Alex Turner sings, the lyrics just roll off his tongue like on Humbug. Like when he sings, "In front of a natural tapestry that's like a spirograph of branches that dance on the breeze." I give that song an 8. Next up, you got "Pattern." That's another Miles Kane lead one. Also not so keen on that, to be quite honest. I feel like I'm giving Miles Kane a bit of a hard time, but it's just, it's not as interesting for me personally. Next up, you've got "Dream Synopsis." Absolutely love this song. It's a bit of a ballad. Really cool little song. I really like it when Alex Turner sings, "A wicked gale came howling up through Sheffield city centre. There was palm tree debris everywhere and a Roman Colosseum." Great little lyric. I love that song. I read somewhere that it's, when he's singing about, is it boring when I sing about my dreams? He's saying about how his lyrics have changed and they're much more, metaphorical than they used to be. And he's saying, it's not to everyone's taste. And yeah, really good little song. Next up, you've got, well, from my understanding, on the physical CD, "Dream Synopsis" is the last song, but I downloaded the digital version, and you got the B-side after that, which is "The Born Identity." It's a cool little B-side, this song. It kind of, I think it's got a bit of a Submarine EP vibe to it. It's cool. It's not like an amazing song, but it's a nice little song to have as a B-side at the end. I like the lyrics when he sings, "Glass-bottomed ego, it's still afloat, but can't you see the cracks appearing in the bass?" And yeah, I think it's an interesting song. It's quite different to anything else that I've heard the Last Shadow Puppets do, really. So yeah, it's an interesting little song, and I give that one a 7 or an 8. So overall, really great album, and I'd give it an 8 or a 9. Please comment, what you think of the album. Great, thanks a lot.